Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of the series Don't Do This Mistake. So, where we discuss real life court cases related to Canadian immigration. And yes, thanks for a great response to the first episode of this series, which motivated me to share this another real life case with you. So, in the last episode, what I discussed with you was a real life federal court case where an international student he applied for a postgraduate work permit on the border and he got deportation orders. So, if you want to watch that video, I have posted the link here. You can go ahead and watch that video also if you have not watched that till now. So yes, now this is the second episode where we are bringing to you another federal court case where it's an interesting story about a person who applied for an LMIA based work permit at the border and he got exclusion orders. Yes, one more thing that we are coming up with more such episodes in this series of Don't Do These Mistakes. So we are trying to come up with more such episodes and bring to you more real life cases which people have faced. So if you want to stay updated and watch these real life cases, then don't forget to subscribe my channel. So in this video, we'll talk about the problems basically that can arise when an important information is basically left out in your application. So suppose you're filing an application and you missed out an important piece of information. So I'm not saying that you are giving some wrong information, but yes, even hiding some important information may also have some repercussions. So we'll talk about those things in today's video. So before starting, those of you who are new on my channel, I am Neha Bhalla, Regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant, and I operate from Ontario, Canada. Our immigration company name is Sands Global Immigration, as you can see here. And we are licensed, authorized consultants and deal in all kinds of immigration-related cases from temporary residence to permanent residency pathways. So let's dive into this fascinating story and discover the truth that what actually happened, why Mr. Singh was given an exclusion order when he applied for a work permit, LMIA based work permit on the border. Okay, so let's start. So Mr. Singh was an Indian citizen, right? And he arrived in Canada in December 2017. Yes, he arrived in Canada and he arrived on a visitor visa, to be noted. So in his visit application, so whenever you apply for a visit visa, a question is asked that what is the purpose of your travel? Why you want to travel to Canada? So in his purpose of travel, he mentioned that he wants to travel to Canada basically to meet his family. So this was the purpose of his travel. So yes, his visa got approved and then he arrived in Canada in December 2017 on basis of the reason of meeting his family. So yes, then he was inside Canada from December 2017 onwards, and then after 6 months he had to exit the country. So he did not want to exit the country, and so what he did was he again applied for an extension of his visit visa. So in around May end 2018, he applied for the extension of his visit visa, and again in the extension, the reason he mentioned was that he wanted to spend more time with his family. And yes, his extension got approved and he got to stay till November 2018 now. So now Mr. Singh, he got time till November 2018 to remain inside Canada because his extension got approved. So now in October 2018, what happened was that he became, curious about the employment opportunities in Canada. So as he was browsing online, he came across a job posting by one of the company. And that job was, that job corresponded to what his qualifications were. So basically that was a welder job and he was a welder too when he was in India. So he thought, okay, let me try for this position. Let me at least file my application, send my resume for this one. So after applying for that welder position, he received a letter from the company in October only, when he was on his valid visit record. So he got a letter from the company in October, which offered him a full-time permanent position as a welder. So the applicant, Mr. Singh, he accepted the offer the very same day. So the applicant, Mr. Singh, he was very well aware that he cannot work on the visit visa status, and he would need a work permit for it. And also he was aware that his offer of employment was conditional, and it was dependent upon the company, basically, that the company first obtains a positive LMIA from ESDC. So as you all know what is LMIA is. LMIA is a labor market verification process where ESDC assesses the offer of employment that it should be genuine and it should not have a negative impact on the Canadian labor market. So first an LMIA is needed, then he can apply for a work permit based on that LMIA. So Mr. Singh very well understood about the LMIA process, about the work permit process. He understood that he needed the LMIA application to be approved. Then he need a work permit before he can be permitted to work in Canada. So he understood these two steps. So now he knew that his visitor record will now be expired in November 2018. So what he did was, in October he got the job offer, and he knew now the LMIA process will start, work permit process will start, and this all will take approximately 4 to 5 months. So he wanted to stay in Canada for some more time. So yes, the second time he again applied for an extension officer visitor visa with the help of an immigration consultant. So he filled out some of the information in the form, and remaining information was filled by his consultant. And in the purpose of visit section, important here is that again the purpose of his visit, he mentioned, was to stay some more time, to spend some more time with his family. So he did not make any mention in the extension application that he has got a job offer or the outstanding LMIA application. So now next what happened is that his visitor visa extension, which was applied the second time, that got approved on the basis that he wanted to stay here to spend time with his family. And also now in March 2019, he was notified that his LMIA was also approved. So LMIA processes started somewhere in October or November, and it got approved in March. So 5 months passed, which took the LMIA procedure. So this information that his LMIA has been approved, this was communicated to Mr. Singh around April 2019. So now the main part comes, that is the work permit. So his visitor visa got extended easily, no issues. The LMIA got approved, no issues. So now he came to know in April about that his LMIA has been approved. Now what only was left was his work permit. So now he had the LMIA approval. So he crossed the US border, and he himself presented at a port of entry at the Niagara Falls border, so basically to obtain a work permit. So an immigration officer there, he checked his records, and he found that he was inadmissible for basically misrepresentation under section 41A. So this is the section what it states, you can read. So he was found inadmissible for misrepresentation by the immigration officer at the Niagara borders. So why he was found inadmissible on the basis of misrepresentation? The main reason he was found inadmissible due to misrepresentation was because as the officer said, that he did not disclose in his second visitor visa extension application the fact that he had submitted an LMIA application, and his main motive was to stay inside Canada because of this LMIA process and his intention to further work in Canada and obtain his work permit. Because he mentioned that purpose of remaining inside Canada was to spend some more time with the family, but in actual his intention was to work inside Canada. So he did not disclose anywhere in the application that his LMIA has been applied and he intends to work inside Canada as a builder. So then he was referred to, after you are found inadmissible, you are referred to a hearing. So during his admissibility hearing, Mr. Singh, he claimed that his primary purpose, he said, was staying in Canada, was to spend time with his family only. And he said he tried to convince them that he did not believe that he actually needed to disclose the job offer or the LMIA application. But the immigration division member who were there to give a decision, they said that Mr. Singh, he had breached the duty and he should have disclosed these facts. And then an exclusion order was issued against Mr. Singh. But yes, Mr. Singh, he wasn't ready to give up, and what he decided was that he will take his case to the courts for a judicial review. So yes, when you are, at the inadmissibility hearing, you are given some orders, then you can take your case to the judicial review also. So he took his case to the court for judicial review. So then his case was taken to the court, and in court also the final decision which the court gave was that the court also believed that Mr. Singh's failure to share important information compromised the integrity of the immigration system. So yes, he was given the exclusion orders only, and his work permit was not approved. In fact, he was given the exclusion orders. Yes, and as the case came to end, Mr. Singh learned some valuable lessons that yes, he should have disclosed the relevant information to the immigration authorities. So now I hope you really understand that how important it is to be honest and share everything when you're going through the immigration process. It's really very important, because some people think, okay, I've not given a wrong information, I've just hidden one information. But no, even hiding an information can have serious repercussions on your file. So thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of Don't Do This Mistake series. And it's an important federal court case which I have shared with you here today. And yes, I hope you have learned a very important lesson from this experience that Mr. Singh had to face. So yes, try to be, I would not say try, but yes, it is very important. It's very crucial to be honest and transparent, especially when you are dealing with complex legal immigration systems. So I hope you liked my video, and if you have liked it, do share it with your friends and relatives who are just exploring the Canadian immigration thing. And yes, if you liked it, do consider subscribing my channel. And yes, we are licensed authorized consultants. We can help you in all your immigration related matters. So if you want to discuss your immigration matters with you can book a consultation with us on the below WhatsApp number. Thanks you so much.